Okay, so now we've seen it on American Idol, reputations tarnished online. But let's say you're not out there putting photos out of yourself that can hurt your reputation. You have perfect credentials. You have a great degree from a top-notch law school. Your resume is perfect. But when you try to get a job, you come up empty-handed because you are the victim of virtual sabotage. You're about to meet one of those victims. The internet, a minefield of information, sometimes true, sometimes not, and gravely damaging. This Yale law student found out the hard way. She'd only talk to us anonymously because she's scared of even more harassment.
It was really upsetting because I found that I had a remarkably hard time getting jobs.
She applied to 16 law firms, but only got a few callbacks and no job offers.
I couldn't understand why I kept getting negative reactions from people when everything else was in order. When my grades were in order, I was polite and had good manners.
But she also had a trail on the internet. She soon realized that with one simple search, employers could read a series of derogatory remarks people had posted about her on an online message board.
They asserted that they wanted to sexually violate me. They made comments about my appearance. They posted private photos that had been posted on my private website.
What she experienced in her job search isn't out of the ordinary. A reported quarter of employers use the internet to research potential hires.
Some of it is factual, some of it is hearsay, some of it is completely false.
But it's attacks like this that prompted Harvard law grad Michael Furtick to start ReputationDefender.com, a website that promises it will fix your tarnished online reputation.
People who call us talk about not getting jobs, they talk about not feeling whole as people, they talk about humiliation, feeling invaded, feeling exposed.
Exposed the way many teens are when they build profiles on websites like MySpace and Facebook.
Are you at 27 or 37 going to want to see the same thing about you on the internet that you see now when you're 17? And the answer is probably no.
All right, so the big question is, how can you protect yourself from this? And joining us now with the answers is GMA Workplace contributor and CEO of Women for Hire, Tori Johnson. Tori, we all think we know the internet now. We want to go on there. We want to put pictures of ourselves out there, information. But what we don't know is that others can be doing it about us as well. What do you do?
The first thing that you want to do, and you could do it today, is a term that is emerging called narcisurfing. And that is, you want to go to all the big search engines, you want to go to the social networks and see what's there about yourself. Plug in your own name and come up with the results that an employer or anybody else could come up with as well, so that you know what you're dealing with. You also really want to rethink the term private. Oftentimes, people say that, oh, I can post anything that I want and I can allow all my friends to comment on them because my profile is private, meaning only those approved people can see and respond to what's up there. And I'll say to those people then, how many friends do you have in your buddy list? And they'll say, oh, 300, 500. And I say, that's no longer private when you have that many people who have access to the information that you've posted. And that's how those sort of bad guys take the photos, take the comments, and can do a lot of damage.
You know, we all forget, once you put it out there, there's no delete button. It's out there forever if somebody wants to keep it going. So what do you do? You've mistaken who your friends are. The information gets out. You find something scandalous and untrue. What can you do?
You want to fight back, and there are a couple of specific things that you can do to fight back. One is you can post a rebuttal. If you see comments that are up there and you feel like they are the wrong comments, you or a trusted friend can respond by saying, obviously you don't know this person, I know him or her really well, here's the truth. So a rebuttal's one of them. Another is to contact the webmaster of the site where you found this information. And I always advise people in that case to be polite and diligent. And polite is really key because oftentimes we're so nasty and angry that this really rude stuff is out there about our stuff, and so we want to sort of be nasty to someone and demand that they take it down. Be polite, because you catch more flies with honey in terms of getting those webmasters to remove it. And if that doesn't work,
I'm a lawyer.
You're a lawyer.
So what can you do
there? You often have to go that route, and you have to consult a lawyer. And oftentimes we think that, oh, it's anonymous, there's nothing that can be done. But sometimes even those anonymous cyber messengers can be caught and can be sued or held accountable for defamation if you really do believe that you have a strong case.
But even then, remember, remember, just because you can get one of them doesn't mean you'll get all those other publications.
That's right.
that have
And
been
just
out
because
there.
you go that route doesn't mean that you've already lost that job opportunity or you've already damaged your reputation on the job. So that really is sort of the last route.
It's a whole new world. We think we know what we're doing online, but we're just learning about how it can be used
Best is
against
to
us.
just be careful. Don't put it out there unless you want everyone to see it.
That is the lesson. Tori, thank you so much. Well, you heard it now, and if you want to ask Tori more questions, you can ask her at abcnews.com. We'll be right back.